Sorry again for the technical difficulties. Now 2-2. The Aviators just got a goal to tie it up. Now the Comets looking to strike back. Now Lockhart, good pass to Minnick. Minnick, good position. Oh, off the bar. And, wow. I don't know how that didn't go in, Ben.
Yeah, that one just tried to bounce it in, just caught the top of the crossbar. A break for Sycamore. And I think there's going to be a timeout taken by Sycamore. So we'll head to a quick break. Deadlocked here in the first 10 minutes of this one. Comets and Aviators 2-2.
We are live again with 15:21 remaining in the first half. The Comets and the Aviators notched up at 2. Minnick almost had a goal that went off the crossbar for the Comets on the last possession, but now it will be Sycamore start off backed up kind of in their own territory here.
Yeah, these two teams are very even, and you probably won't see that when you see the scores of the first two games, but those were not some of the best games that Mason played this year. Sycamore's kind of been Mason's kryptonite. Only 2 losses for the Comets in GMC play, and Sycamore went undefeated in GMC play.
And this Tess Geiger for the Aviators passes it to Sarah Lynn. Now Lynn finds Steele. Steele back to Simons. Now Sycamore going behind the goal. And a lot of traffic, and this is going to be a shooting space foul, so it'll be another free position once again for the Aviators, and they've had a lot of these opportunities early.
Yeah, Mason's been very aggressive, which I think isn't totally a bad thing, but it's given Sycamore a lot of opportunities. But I still think it's better than being passive and letting Sycamore score early like they did the last couple games in the regular season.
And Corinne Baker gets a goal for the Aviators now. They're on a 2-0 run. The Comets are up 2-1. Now the Aviators up 3-2. That's Baker's first goal.
Yeah, just like we talked about, you know, Mason's being aggressive, and you keep giving them opportunities like that. Sycamore missed a couple of free position opportunities earlier in this game, and they're not a team who doesn't capitalize on opportunities like that. So that's something Mason's going to have to clean up a little bit. I still like the aggressive defense, though.
Another face-off here, midfield. Ref gets it lined up. And Josie Young kind of overruns the ball there. And Now another opportunity for Thiel.
Yeah, these draws are going to be big going into this game. Mason won the first few, or a good chunk of the first few, but the last couple have gone to Sycamore.
Another goal for Corinne Baker. So back-to-back goals just in the last couple minutes there from Baker. That's a 4-2 lead.
And something Sycamore does really well that they didn't really need on that possession was ball movement. Baker just kind of took it herself around the goal, realizing the holes in the defense, and didn't need any help on that one. And like we talked about, Mason was up 2-1, a 3-0 run for Sycamore. Mason cannot let this run turn into what Kings did in the regional semifinals, where they went on a 7-0 run. Or teams like Sycamore are a lot harder to come back on than Kings.
Yeah, the Comets maybe playing not as aggressive as they normally would, just for all those free position opportunities they've given Sycamore, so that kind of hurts them there, as Baker was able to get a pretty easy goal there. Now there's Young, and now it's going to be Minnick going behind the goal to Flynn. Now Flynn to Young, now back to Flynn. Sycamore defense staying pretty solid, not allowing many opportunities. Spin move by Flynn and a double team, so she'll take it back out. The Comets kind of taking their time here, just trying to find a good opportunity.
Well, it was finally a decent cut there by Glinski towards the middle, but there was not a lot of off-ball movement, and Young was just kind of stuck at the top there.
Now Flynn trying to get through a couple defenders. She turns it over, but and a ground ball for the Aviators. Carly Thiel, she's had a huge impact on this game, defensively and offensively. She's been the one to really generate some offense.
It was questionable in the beginning, but Sycamore's finally starting to show that rock-solid defense, causing turnovers as well. We're halfway through this first half, 12:30 to go.
Yeah, there's a reason this Aviators defense has only allowed 9 goals in 3 games in the postseason. The Comets allowed more goals in their last game than Sycamore has all in their postseason. So Corinne Baker again will score, so she has a hat trick early. And the Aviators on a 4-1 run. Now the Comets got to dig themselves out of a hole here, down 5-2.
And it's already 5. Okay, Sycamore 6 shots on goal, and they've scored 5 times. Talk about taking advantage of the opportunities, placing them perfectly, and Shemac's got to step up a little bit. Comets 2 goals and only 4 shots on goals. And 4-0 run now for the Aviators. Not looking good, not what Mason wants, but we know they can come back a little bit. They've showed it sometimes this season.
Yeah, Shemac has really stepped up this year, and kind of someone that not many people saw coming. I'm having to place Grove last year, and I mean, she's done a pretty good job all year long.
Well, coming off that torn ACL too, that's everything.
Yeah. So it's super impressive she's able to even be in this position right now, but not an easy task going up against Aviators, and we have a stoppage of play.
Not sure what that was about. Maybe too much contact on the draw.
Another draw. And it's going to be Flynn trying to pick it up. She'll fall to the ground, but Mahoney will haul it in for the Comets. Now Galinsky. She'll throw it away. And it's going to be Kelsey Heaton just letting it go out of bounds there, so she'll pass it in. So another turnover from the Comets.
Right idea there. City Minute cutting across the middle, just couldn't land the pass, and those are the kind of mistakes that that you have to be sharp on when you're playing a team like Sycamore. When you get few opportunities like the Comets do and you got a good cut, Minnick had a lot of room, that's a pass you got to make.
And now Geiger running through the middle. It's another break in the action here with 11:03 remaining in the first half. Comets got off to a 2-1 lead if you're just joining us, with goals from Flynn and then Minnick. But now Sycamore is really taking the momentum and kind of total control over this game. Looks like will be another foul on the Comets, so it's going to be free position for Heaton for the Aviators. And she's able to get it to go, so that's Kelsey Heaton now on the board for Sycamore.
And you kind of mentioned it earlier, all it takes for Sycamore to kind of dominate and play their game is just capitalizing on those free position opportunities, because like you said, Mason's going to have to play less aggressive defense now, and we saw what happened last time Sycamore scored on free position. The very next possession, they scored straight up with no passes, so Mason's defense is going to have to learn to adjust. And Mason's going to take their second time out of the half. We'll head to a quick break. Comets in trouble, down 4 with 10 minutes left in the first half.
So back from the timeout, Comets down 6-2 with 10:40 remaining in the first half. Flynn again on the draw. Ball's kind of rolling around on the ground. Who can pick it up? And it will be Thiel for the Aviators, again by the goal. And another foul on the Comets. It's like another shooting space for the Aviators.
Draw control, draw control, draw control. That's what Sycamore has been improving upon. That's why the score has been improving in their favor. And when you don't have time of possession, it's hard to score.
Yeah, it's going to be Simons now. Shemak trying to save it, and she does. So Shemak's let the last couple go in on the shooting space, but a really good job to save that one.
Well, Shemak, she's going to have a lot coming at her tonight, so it's going to be very stressful. It's going to be very difficult for her to stay in it all game, but I think there are not a lot of goalies who can do a job that she can.
Yeah, Minnick behind the goal. Now to Oler. And it looks like it will be another foul. It's time of the Aviators, so the Comets get shooting space right here for the first time in a while. They got a couple at the beginning of the game, but really their first chance to score in a while.
Yeah, drawing fouls is going to be one of the biggest keys into this game against Sycamore. I mean, they play rock-solid defense like we talked about, and part of that is being able to play defense without fouling.
And Oler's able to score for the Comets. Now Oler with a goal, Flynn with a goal, Minnick with a goal. Comets aren't giving up here. They're not going down without a fight. Now down 6-3. See if they can use that goal to keep their momentum going a little bit.
Well, just like any sport, it could very well be a lot of these seniors' last game and the whole team's last game of the season. There's going to be extra motivation, extra push that can maybe help them get that one extra inch or those extra 50-50 balls.
It's a game of inches, Ben. I mean,
oh yeah, and especially when you have two teams evenly matched like the Comets and the Aviators.
Now Simons has possession for the Aviators. Wow, and a swarm of Comets. She'll turn it over. I think it's a shot, actually. Couldn't really see the ball there with kind of the crowd of Comets defenders, but a good job by Shemak now on 2 possessions in a row defensively.
If Mason can score here, you can slowly start to see that momentum shift. I think you saw it a little bit with Mason's defense. Has been a little more solid. There wasn't a shot on goal there.
So now Minnick passes to Lockhart. Now in the middle, she's trying to find an opening, and she does. So Ashlyn Lockhart just charges right through the middle with authority there. And a big goal for the Comets. Put them on a 2-0 run, only down by 2 now.
Sycamore's defense just fell asleep there. I mean, this is huge for the Comets. But Lockhart was able to get through the middle, get around one defender, and at first you think there's some help defense. Maybe she'd dump it off, but had enough room to take it herself. Comets only trail by 2. Momentum starting to shift.
So Comets 2 goals in a row.
Draw control has still been an issue for the Comets. They've relied on their defense the last couple of possessions to get a turnover or a missed shot.
Yeah, it looked like Lockhart had that one for a second, but instead it's Carly Thiel winning the draw for the Aviators. Just under 8 minutes to go in the first half.
And everyone knows what's on the line tonight, a trip to Columbus. The state semifinals.
So Kelsey Heaton scores her second goal of the game. And just like that, 7-4. Comets trail.
Yeah, Heaton, the bread and butter of this Sycamore offense, just needing a couple of passes. It hasn't been a ton of ball movement on Sycamore's end. They've just beaten the Masons defense with their speed and stick skills.
That's kind of what the Comets have been doing their last couple goals as well, just using their speed.
And you can definitely tell both teams have been less aggressive as of late. The refs are calling a lot today. .7:39 to go in the first half.
Yeah, which is interesting with the refs calling a lot of fouls. Usually, as you get into later rounds, like the phrase in a lot of sports, just let them play and just see what happens. But refs seem to be pretty tight early on.
Yeah, I think you should just call it consistently, like you've been doing all year. Would be my suggestion. But today, refs have seen a little more contact, and you're going to see that a lot in rivalry matchups, matchups of two teams that are top of not only the GMC standings but the top of the whole region. And it definitely has been a very aggressive game.
Yeah, it's the battle of the skies. It's the final 8 teams in the state. I mean, of course. I mean, just what's going to happen. And Livy Oler with a nice goal.
I think you can tell Livy Oler doesn't want to go home, Evan. She got her second goal of the game now.
Coming off the bench and getting 2 goals, too.
Yeah.
Very impressive. And a nice pass, too. Put her in perfect position.
She read the defense well, too. She saw a hole, demanded the ball, and right when she got it, ripped it, found the top corner. It takes a lot of precision.
Yeah, that's what you do in rec basketball, Ben. You always demand the ball, then you usually just miss a 3.
Well, considering I had 4 games, there were 4 threes this year, then that's a questionable statement.
Yeah, but 4 threes on how many attempts? I mean, 4 threes on 5 attempts, 6 attempts, 7 attempts, pretty good. But 4 threes on 70 attempts isn't that good. So
I think 70 is a little bit of an exaggeration.
You have to look at the percentages there, Benjamin. Now Oler finds Flynn. Loses it for a second, but she's able to get the handle on it.
You know what I'd love to see is a Mason Sports Radio versus Aviator Vision 2-on-2 pickup game. Me and you have an Amazon against Noah Bales and Eli Cagle. I think that'd be an interesting one. I think we'd have the edge a little bit. I think I could take Cagle down low, but I think Bales might get you out on the perimeter, Evan.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got a little bit of a height advantage. I mean, we're on a pretty good rec team, the Global Gym Purple Cobras. I'm not really sure what their basketball skills are like, but yeah, I'd be down just and any time, any place. I'd be ready. I don't know if you would be, Ben, but I might have to carry the squad a little bit.
This time we're on the same team, so you got to give me a little encouragement.
Okay. So I'll just try to, constructive criticism, I guess. And the Comets win it back. Turnover there. Josie Young.
I think we could get a lot of media 2-on-2 games going. I know Adam Duell's somewhere in this house, an alum of Elder News Network, but I think he'd be able to team up with Phil Hoffman and maybe put together a good fight for ENN. And Mahir Sinasan and Zach Rangers for ESPX. I mean, we could get a whole high school media tournament, sports media tournament going, Evan.
That'd be fun, but you're naming names of people I don't even know, Ben. I mean, you have this big connection of everybody in the sports radio, but yeah, that'd be a lot of fun. Or some spike ball too. I'd be down for some spike ball as well.
I think that's something everyone would want to see. Maybe a whole Olympics. We could get a whole Olympics going. 4:25 left to go in the first half. Being down 2 goals wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you're Mason, considering how they played in the first half and how they played against Sycamore all year long.
Yeah.
We obviously know what the Comets are capable of.
Yeah, I mean, especially considering the Comets had a lot of momentum at the beginning. Then they kind of lost it. It was 6-2, and it seemed like this game might be over, but the Comets have fought back to get it to a 2-goal deficit. So you really like to see that persistence not giving up. And an opportunity here for the Aviators. That's no good. Comets pick it up. And pass back to Shemak, and a smart pass there. It's good clear now. Smitty taking it up the field for the Comets. She gets a couple defenders on her. Now to Lockhart in the middle. Good job by Lockhart getting around her defender. A little bit of an off-target pass. The right idea there for Miller, but just a little bit off there.
Those passes is one of the biggest things Macy's going to have to clean up in the second half. They've had a lot of good looks. It's just getting the ball where they want. Is just not, hasn't been 100% the best part of their game today.
Now it's going to be Baker taking it from behind the goal. With just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half, Comets, like you said, Ben, they wouldn't mind being down 2 at halftime, considering the way Sycamore seemed to kind of take the momentum, and the Comets kind of taking it back. But defense has to be strong here in these final couple minutes.
And there's another foul on the Comets. We haven't seen shooting space opportunities for either teams in a while, but there's just too much contact there.
That's Mary Grace Reinhardt for the Aviators, the senior. And that's a low shot there and a easy save for Shemak. So a little bit of a break there for the Comets. Good job defensively. Now they're trying to turn some defense into offense.
I think there was a deflection on that one. That was huge. I'm not sure who came behind. I don't know if it was Samini or Bauer, but
then it looks like another deflection. Comets able to pick up the ground ball here. And a pass again, misfired. And Oler will pick it up. Barely in bounds. Back to Lockhart in the middle. Just about a minute remaining. Now to Minnick.
That was good hustle by Oler, making sure it didn't go out of bounds, but if it did, she would have position to keep it.
It's going to be Mahoney now. She leads the Comets in goals, and a nice spin move, and she gets it to go. So Ava Mahoney bounces it in, a really nice spin move, and the Comets leading scorer gets one to go for her first of the game, and just like that, Comets find themselves down by 1.
Yeah, and only 1 minute to go and half. They can keep it at only a 1-point deficit or maybe tie it up. That's exactly what you touched on earlier, persistence for this Comets squad. You keep getting shots on goals, they're going to fall eventually. 9 shots on goal, that's only 1 shy of Sycamore's 10. So things are starting to even out here at Sycamore. Now with a trip to Columbus on the line, a minute left to go in half, and that's a 1-goal game. What more could you ask for, Evan?
I don't know, Ben. I mean, maybe a nice steak here while we're broadcasting, but other than that, like from what I've seen on the field, I mean it's been fun lacrosse to watch.
We'll have to head to Ruby's after this one. That's a conversation for later.
Are we gonna put it on Mr. Connor's Sports Radio tab, or
I think
we're
we're
gonna
gonna
put it on your
have to.
tab, Ben? You know, or we could put it on Luke Thomas's tab.
I think so.
Oh, and a good shot from Oler, bounces in. She bounced it off the crossbar, got it back for a second. Wow, so the Comets seemed like they were going to be content being down by 1, but no, almost getting another goal. And
they were just an inch away. Once again, that looked a lot like Minnick's missed goal very early in this one, where she bounced it and then hit off the crossbar. That might have been off the sidebar, but a lucky break for Sycamore. Oler once again was fighting to get that rebound.
I mean, 1 inch can just have it can be a lot. I mean, it can have a huge impact in the game. I mean,
exactly what you said, a game of inches.
Under 10 seconds to go, Sycamore trying to get another goal. And misfire opportunity there from Baker, who already had the hat trick. And just like that, that's going to be the end of the half. So the Comets find themselves down by 1. It's 7-6. They were down 6-2. They went on a pretty big comeback on a 4-1 run. So we got ourselves a good one. And the regional final matchup between the 1 seed Aviators and the 2 seed Comets. We're going to take a quick break for a quick 5-minute halftime. Be sure to stick with us for the rest of this one.
Welcome into Sycamore High School for the regional finals, the second half here. Comets trail by 1, 7-6. Aviators will go the other direction now.
That was a pretty good end of the first half for the Comets.
That's exactly what they wanted. And we talked about the game of runs that Monday night was in the regional semifinals. Mason went up 5-0. Kingswood then answered back with 7 straight, going up 7-5. And Mason dominated, taking the final 22-12. So Mason just has to limit those Sycamore runs. And those runs are going to happen, so it's not about limiting them completely, but just making sure they cap at only a few goals. As Sycamore tries for another opportunity, there's going to be shooting space allowed to start this second half. Lainey Simmons has had a very good game, along with Corinne Baker, has 3 goals. And Sarah Lynn's going to take this. And that one, too far wide. It's going to stay with Sycamore, though.
Yeah, I was way over the head of Shemak, and Lynn might have just rushed that one a little bit. Could maybe taken her time, gotten a better look there, but the Aviators, again, good opportunity to score.
Trying to make a move there was Carly Thiel.
Chris got it. We got it. Thank you, Christopher.
And there's another whistle. Taking this is going to be Thiel. Pass over to the left side. Sycamore going to have time to set their offense up. We talked about how effective their ball movement's been. And shooting space awarded once again. This time, Kelsey Heaton with a chance at a hat trick and to go up 2 for the A's. And there's a false start on the Comets.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty and and we're going to replay first down.
You know, I think we got the wrong sport here. Heaton bounces that one, no good. Another whistle. So we talked about how many fouls we've seen. It's going to continue. We haven't even played 3 minutes yet in the second half, and we've already seen this much. Heaton to take it again. Going to try to go over the right side. A deflection from behind. And another whistle. He guessed it again.
I mean, I'm going to be honest, Ben. I don't understand the sport, like, super well, but, like, I'm not sure where these fouls are coming from. Like,
that last one I felt like there was some contact on, but another deflection.
It might have been a little contact from behind, maybe. Mm-hmm. But on some of these, it just seems like any contact's just being called.
And there's a Sycamore goal. Corinne Baker already has the hat trick. She'll go for a 4th.
Sycamore goal. The number 14, Corinne Baker.
And now the Aviators starting right where they're left off in the middle of that first half. Flynn will take the draw once again for the Comets. Sycamore got the first and only draw of the second half. We'll see if Flynn can change the tide. 21 to go. 21 minutes. And it looks like Mason is in position to get this one. It's picked up by Flynn. But a good double team closed in by the Aviators and deflected behind, but there is a foul on the Aves.
Yeah, that was kind of a similar play we saw from the Comets. They tried to get it from behind, so will be foul. And
Samini now working up for the Comets. A good move made by Oler, taking it back out. Trying to settle the offense. Over to Lockhart. Trying to get inside, but there is a save by Sycamore, another one. That's the 11th shot on goal for the Comets. Mason only has 6 goals tonight. Really good job done
out with the speed there.
And Sycamore's got a chance now. Simmons bringing it up. Gets it over to Baker. Baker's been the story of the night for the Aviators. And she's going to slow things down. The right side of cut in the middle. And another Mason foul. So with free position, it's going to be Sarah Lynn, a senior for the Aviators team. She does not want her season and career to end tonight. Got a chance to go up 3. She falls and gets it in, an acrobatic goal for the Aviators.
Sycamore.
And one.
Goal. Number 21, Sarah Lynn.
Wow.
That's the 9th goal of the game for the Aviators, 12th shot on goal.
Yeah, Lynn leaving it all on the line there. Full extension, and she's able to score. Super impressive. So a little disappointing for the Comets. They had a lot of momentum going into the second half, but then they kind of lost it here as Aviators have 2 goals in a row.
I mean, it's just completely a game of runs. That's exactly what we saw on Monday, and Mason's going to have to cap this one off here soon if they want any chance of advancing.
Sycamore taken by number 19, Carly Field.
And Sycamore is able to win another draw. That's something else that has to change. Baker's going to see what she can do again. Samini Honor, a senior captain for this Comet squad. Good defense there from Samini. Around goal now is Heaton. Heaton's second on the team in goals, just one away from a hat trick. Deal will set it up. Good around Flynn, she shoots. And a good save from Shemak. A good sportsmanship from Shemak. One of the Aviators lost her goggles.
If that was you, Ben, you probably just would have chucked him in the stands.
You know, I'd like to. You know, I'm not always the most talented guy in any sport, but I think I have some pretty good sportsmanship.
You are kind of a gentle giant, Ben.
Well,
Kinda. Sometimes. Say 30% of the time.
That's good statistics.
Oh, thanks.
Here's Oler taking it up for the Comets now. Going to have to get something going on offense, and it looks like she's going to get fouled. So now Oler will take it. Pass it back outside. Mahoney looked, and another Aviator foul. This time Mahoney taking free position with a chance to cut the deficit to 2. Aviators up 9-6. Mahoney going straight for it. Battled around, and there's a save. Another one for Sycamore. Mason's got to capitalize on those opportunities.
Now Black doing a really good job in the goal on that possession. Looked like it was almost a sure goal for the Comets, but instead it will remain a 3-point lead for the Aviators.
And now Sycamore's on the run. They've done well in transition all night long. 17:43 left to go. And 17:43 left to go in one of these teams' seasons. Around the right side, Baker again. How about number 5 for Corinne Baker? Yeah, she's one goal away from 2 hat tricks. And that's double digits now for the Aviators. And a 4-goal lead.
Yeah, Baker is half of the Aviators' goals, and what a performance! I mean, it's incredible, man. 5 goals already, and
we've still got 17:33 left to go in this one. And that matches the largest lead that Sycamore has had tonight.
That's right. We have 6-2 Aviators now. 10-6 Aviators. Comets kind of clawed back, but a 3-0 run for the Aviators here, and Comets gonna have to get a goal sometime, trying to just keep it interesting toward these final minutes.
Everyone always talks about, in any sport, taking momentum into the locker room at halftime, but halftime is can be one of the biggest momentum killers when you have that much time. Whoever doesn't have the momentum to talk things over, and Mason had all the momentum going into the locker room. Sycamore's opening up on a 3-0 run. That's just got to be a killer for the Comets.
It's also interesting, though, only a 5-minute halftime, so you don't really have time for like a big speech or anything super motivational. But
who else? Corinne Baker, number 6 on the night, got around her defender, and she is doing all she can to make sure Sycamore gets that trip to Columbus next weekend. Gets the lead up to 5 now for the A's.
Right, Corinne Baker 6, Comets 6. Not a good sign. Man. On some of those, you just have to tip your cap sometimes. I mean, she's a very good scorer. Always seems to find the open space. Very methodical with the shots, and it just works more often than not.
So we'll set to draw Sycamore with all the momentum. That draw battled for. Still, center circle finally won by the Comets, but before a whistle. And it looked like Sycamore's going to get it. It looked like Mason was going the wrong way. They had the ball and going Sycamore's direction, but after some confusion, Sycamore keeps it. With it now is Thiel, trying to set up the offense. And now with a 5-goal lead, the Aviators don't have to be in any rush or any hurry to score. I'm sure you want to keep your foot on the pedal, but there's no need to risk too much. But good defense for Peyton Flynn. And see if Corinne Baker can get number 7 around, and she does. Finds the bottom left corner. What a night from Corinne Baker. This is unreal.
Wow. I haven't seen a performance like this from the Aviator athletes since William Mingle against the Comets on the same field.
That happened on this field as Mason is going to take a timeout. We'll head to a quick break. Sycamore on a run, courtesy of Corinne Baker, 12-6. 16 minutes to go. Welcome back to Sycamore High School. The regional finals and a trip to Columbus on the line. And it's been all Sycamore in this second half. All Corinne Baker, really. With 7 goals on the night, 7 to Sycamore's 12, and she leads Mason by herself. They're going to redraw this one. Basinger taking it for the Comets. For the Aviators, it's Mary Grace Reinhardt. Reinhardt's done a really good job all night. Excuse me, that's Sarah Lynn on this one. And this one's going to be picked up once again. Another ground ball draw by the Aviators. Taking it up is Simmons. Gets it back over on the left side. Looking for something with the defense from Samini. Back up top to Heaton. Heaton trying to make a move. We'll kick back out. It's a step on her defender, looking through 3 defenders. That's going to be a pass and a foul on Mason. Shooting space will come for the Comets. Or excuse me, for the Aviators. Taking it's going to be Sarah Lynn. To go up 7 now. Lynn cuts it back, goes to the left side. We'll pass it out to Reinhardt.
Yeah, good job by Young and Samini. Not allowing any space on that shooting space.
Around goal, here's Nokito. Back out to Heaton. Heaton with another nice step. She beat her defender, and there's a foul from behind.
Yeah, Heaton's played really well. It's not for the Aviators. We've talked a lot about Corinne Baker, but Heaton as well has 2 goals, and she's been a huge part of their offense as well.
Heaton takes 1 step, cuts it back. Like we said, Sycamore's really in no hurry to score another goal. And now the Aviators will pull it back out. Lynn's going to try to set up the offense. Over on the right side. It looks like a good look, but Heaton lost it, able to save it, picked up by Samini. Gets it over to Shemak. And Lockhart with it now, so Mason will try to see what they can get in transition and go all offense. They'll get it over to Flynn.
Yeah, Mason really hasn't been on offense really in this position at all in the second half. Really one of their first opportunities.
Lockhart had it, lost it. Ground ball picked up by Young. Mason still got a chance here, but there is a whistle. At another foul on Sycamore. 13 minutes left to go. Comets trying to save their season. Taking this one, and a Comet goal, Lila Galinsky. Oh, they're saying no goal. They're going to say that one was just short. It'll act as another Sycamore save. Officials will discuss. They will say goal.
Yeah, that's good for Galinsky because she hasn't. She's made a couple errors tonight, but that's a big goal to get her confidence up. She's one of the best scorers for this team, and hopefully that'll help her out later in this game. Now, the Comets still got some work to do, though, down by 5 with 12:50 remaining in the game.
We always know what Galinsky's capable of, so there's really no surprise to see her get back on her feet and score there. Sometimes it's just those free position opportunities is all you need. 12:50 to go. We'll see another draw. Comets cut the deficit to 5. And hopefully, let's see if they have one last run in them. It's going to take a lot for them to come back, but it's doable. But it's going to start right here in the circle with draw controls. Taking this one is Josie Young for the Comets. There's a whistle, though. And Young and Lynn will redo it. Set now. This one's taken by Josie Young, and the Comets will have it again. The outlet up to Lexi Allen. Allen taking it all the way. And she's fouled. Up now, Comets. Here's Lockhart.
I like that up-tempo.
Pass across the middle and another Comet goal. That one, I believe, was Josie Young.
Mason Comets goal. Number 9, Josie Young.
And it is.
Yeah, that was a really good job by the Comets on the foul. They went quickly, kind of caught the Aviators defense off guard, and just well executed there from Young. Good passing for the Comets. That's something we haven't really seen a ton this game, kind of those quick shots off the quick passes. But really good job there, and don't go anywhere. It's a 4-goal game. Comets 2-0 run.
And this is what we saw. Mason went down by 4. It's not quite 6, but they went down to 4 in the first half and almost came back. They were only down 1 at a certain point. And it'll be Thiel against Young again for the face-off. Trying to track it down. This ground ball scooped up. Draw one by the Aviators. And a timeout will be taken.
Timeout is called by
Sycamore. Comets trail by 4. Trying to get back in this one. 12:19 to go. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Sycamore High School. 12 minutes left in one of these teams' season. One will go home and one will head to Columbus for the state Final Four. And as of right now, that'll be Sycamore, 12-8 lead. Ben Haller alongside Evan Amazon for this one.
And the Comets, though, with 2 goals in a row, not going anywhere. Still trying to claw back into this one, but that's not going to help them there.
Carly Thiel getting on the scoreboard. That's her first of the night.
Yeah, she's done a good job, had a lot of assists. really done a good job. Some ground balls, good job kind of attacking and setting up some of her teammates, but she's able to find the net there. Good job.
Thiel's been all around for this Aviator team. She has a couple of assists tonight. She's taken some draws as well, and then she's also played some really good defense. We saw that on some of these Mason attackers. A 12:04 to go. Things are not looking good for the Comets. So draw coming once again. Thiel will take it against Flynn. And that one's still battled for on the ground over on Mason's attacking side. Picked up by the Aviators. All those 50-50 balls have been going to Sycamore lately. And taking it up now. There's no push there from Flynn. No call. No whistle. They finally get it to Thiel. Samini overshot it. Good help defense from the Comets.
And just about 11 minutes to go, 5-goal lead. And Sycamore again on the attack here. There's certainly going to be a no rush.
Another one, a Mason defender overshot. But they're still battling for it over in the corner now. Oler and Samini working for the Comets. It's finally picked up by Sycamore, and there's a foul on Mason. Aviators still have it behind the goal now. Kick over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt dancing with it, gets it over. And another Mason foul. Good job by Heaton to draw it. And she'll take it all the way. Just a bouncer, just wide right. Sycamore will keep possession. A good cut towards the middle. Sarah Lynn trying to go under. That's no good. Rebound battled for and finally picked up by the Comets. A break for Mason defensively. Now there's under 10 minutes to go in this one. Comets have 9:50 to save their season. And Samini gets fouled.
Yellow card issued to Sycamore's Sarah Lynn.
There's actually a yellow card, and for how much contact there has been in this game, there's not been a lot of cards issued. Samini up to Flynn now. Bauer. There's another whistle. There's a foul from behind. Bauer's going to take it. She'll pass it towards the middle. Setting up their offense now. Going around the left side, and a whistle before the goal for Josie Young. So I think Josie Young will be issued shooting space. And she will. Go up, stutter step, and puts it in. That's actually Katie Young, the sister of Josie Young. So both Youngs have had solid games tonight, contributing. And now the 9th goal for the Comets. They cut the deficit to 4.
Yeah, only a freshman, yeah. Katie Young, really nice goal, and she's going to be a big part of this Comets team for a long time now.
Mason has a very good senior class, but they also have a bright future as well, with a lot of young talent. Ava Mahoney, Peyton Flynn, only juniors. Talk about Katie Young, obviously, can provide a lot of the scoring. Lila Galinsky as well. All of those will be coming back next year. And Mason's going to have to kind of convert this one goal and make it a little bit of a run now. They're still down 4, less than 10 minutes to go in this one. Gets it up to Young again across the middle. Sidney Minnick trying to make a move, and Minnick overshoots it. That goes out of bounds. Mason keeps possession.
A pretty good opportunity there from Minnick, unfortunately unable to get it, but still Comets with a great opportunity here on this possession.
Yeah, Galinsky has it now at the top. Mason's going to have to go a little quicker. Ashley Lockhart finds the top right corner. Lockhart's had a great game all night, and she cuts it to 3.
Yeah, certainly. She had a really nice goal earlier where she kind of caught the Aviators defense napping, ran through, and just got a nice quick goal. But a good job there. Off the pass this time, so just like that. So anyone's game, 3 goals. There's some rain's really coming down here at Sycamore.
Now we're gonna head to a quick break to deal with the rain. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in this one. We'll stay on for some color commentary.
Everyone's kind of scrambling right now, and it's unfortunate just with a couple minutes left. I had to shut the windows, and now our camera op, Luke Thomas, is going to have a tougher job here having to do main camera.
Through a window, Mason still down 3, trying to get something going offensively.
Yeah, Flynn had it for a sec, but unfortunately turned it over. And now, and the Comets with the goalie out of position would like to somehow get it back in kind of an empty net.
It fell over.
Hey, sir, I need you to put that down. We can't see. We gotta run the clock. Thank you, sir.
You have the polymer.
Oh, we almost missed the rain in this one. About 8 minutes to go, but just kind of all came down at once. A lot of wind, rain, so tough conditions here for these players, but it's nothing they're not used to.
Rain coming down hard here from Sycamore High School. 13-10 is still the score. Sycamore trying to get something going offensively. It's a little tougher for us to see the numbers here. But that's Tess Geiger dancing around for the Aviators. 6:47 to go in this one. Comets need to get a stop, crucial stop here. Sycamore. There's no shot clock in high school lacrosse. It's a big controversial issue right now, but with no shot clock, Sycamore is content with passing it around a little bit. Geiger still has it.
That can be pretty easy just to run around right now. Give it to one of your faster players and just don't really need to make anything happen. Just if you're the Aviators and you can just limit your turnovers, then that's really all you need to do in this situation.
Okito pass to Thiel behind the goal. Claire Bauer coming over to play some defense. Still on it. Thiel still has it.
And there comes the
double team come up. It'll be scooped up. Well, I think they're going to say there's a foul.
Yeah, it's going to be a foul, but I really like the aggressiveness there from the Comets offensively.
Well, that's what you need right now.
That's fine if you pick up a few fouls as long as you're just going for the ball because they need to generate some turnovers, get the ball to their offense.
Mahoney playing some defense.
Luke, you don't need to be that zoomed in. Zoom out a little bit.
Sycamore trying to score now, and there's, like we said, just running around with it. Mason will need 3 goals to get back into this one. Now there's under 5 minutes to go before a whistle comes. That's a foul going to be on Oler. The go Gord's around. Geiger still has it. Or that's Thiel, excuse me. Around her defender. Couple of players on it. That shot's no good, but a break for Sycamore. They keep possession. Good job by Nikito being in position.
That's really smart there. Gets her stick closer to out of bounds there. I mean, that's a huge break for the Aviators as they keep possession again. It's hard to see time and score with
4:20 to go.
Umbrellas in the way. But that's 4:17 left.
Another foul on Mason. It'll come on Marley Block. So free position for the Aviators. A good chance to put this one away, but they're going to pass that back out, and I don't blame them.
Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate for the Comets, and it can be a little annoying, but I mean that's what you have to do. I mean, this situation.
Adapt to the rules, and it's something very similar situation. Basketball, there's the same controversial issue as should there be a shot clock. And in that state tournament game the Mason girls team had against Reynoldsburg held it for a minute while it was tied and just was able to get the last shot. Or they were down and were able to tie it.
Yeah, like the only main difference is like the 5 seconds in basketball. You hold it for 5 seconds with a defender on you, then it's a turnover. But in lacrosse, I don't really.
Sycamore still has it now. 3:08 to go. Towards the middle is Thiel, and if you're Mason, you just got to start double team and just trying to create turnovers, create havoc. And a good defensive spin move from Thiel. Now we see that double team, but Thiel's very talented. She's able to deal with it. Get that pass over into Heaton now. Still with it. 2:30 to go in this one. And this is becoming almost impossible for the Comets.
Yeah, Miller's trying to get it back for the Comets, but kind of feel bad for the Comets attack right now, just having to just stand there and wait for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, they've been switching those attackers to fresh legs to come and double team and try to create problems. But Sycamore, I mean, there are a lot of teams where with this pressure they'd probably fold and turn the ball over, but that's just a credit to Sycamore for how well they handle pressure. And they're a very good team. We talked about the balance of the team all around. And they're finally able to get a deflection, but a really good job of Thiel to keep it. Thiel still has it. 1:30 to go in this one. Mason keeps switching their attack.
Yeah, maybe if this is a regular season game, Sycamore would be a little more aggressive. But, yeah, certainly in this tournament game, they're just going to try to hold the ball for as long as they can.
Trip to the state semifinals on the line, and it finally gets deflected. Mason gets the ball, but there's a foul. And free position again for Sycamore, but I doubt they'll try to take advantage.
Unfortunate there. The one time the Comets come up with a turnover, it's going to be a foul. But, yeah, like you mentioned, Ben, Sycamore probably, yep. I'll just pass it right back to the outside.
Yeah, Lynn passes over to the right side with 1:15 on the clock. There's just not much Mason can do right now. Nocito getting it back over to Heaton. And the deflection, Lila Galinsky's able to finally get the ball back. Mason has 1 minute left. They need a miracle right now, down 3 goals. Going all the way down, Lockhart across the middle. Trying to make a move, Mahoney over to the right side, and that's...
It looked like there was some foul there, yeah.
So Mahoney will get free position.
48 seconds to go. Comets going to have to score here, and they're going to have to do more than, They're going to just score here. Yeah, they're going to need a miracle, but
Mahoney needs this one. 48 seconds, clock stopped. Which goes to the right, and she will score. Stop the clock for a little bit. Deficit now to 2. So crazier things have happened, but They're going to need to win another draw and get another quick goal to have any chance. 46 seconds on the clock.
If it was a one-goal game, the Comets, they'd be feeling a lot better. But yeah, man, with a 2-goal, I mean, it's going to be tough. But yeah, like you said, Ben, it ain't over till it's over. Anything can happen. Sycamore fans kind of on their feet, starting to get pumped. But the biggest draw of the game right now for Peyton Flynn.
If Sycamore wins this one, you got to think it's all but over. And it's all in the hands of Peyton Flynn. That one's up, and that's going to be scooped up by the Aviators, and now they'll have another chance to just pass it around. Carly Thiel with it. Going around goal, 30 seconds left on the clock. They overshoot them. The clock will stop. I think there might have been a foul on the Comets.
Yeah, Comets, no surprise, you're playing super aggressive on defense, just doing anything they can to get the ball back. Of course, it's going to lead into some extra fouls.
27 seconds. Mason needs a turnover quick. Behind the goal, there's a double team.
Trying to push her out of bounds.
But Thiel's able to keep it. I mean, fouling wouldn't be the worst thing, but there is a foul. I think it's going to call Marley Block.
But yeah, there's only 14 seconds left, so.
And that clock will start. 10 seconds to go. Mason going to keep being aggressive, but the time is going to run out on this Mason Comets season. Sycamore will head to the state Final Four next weekend with a 13-11 victory over their GMC rival, the Mason Comets. A game that was up and down for both teams, but ultimately the victors are the GMC champions as well. 13-11 victory for Sycamore.
You have to give the Comets a lot of credit, though. This is as close as they played the Aviators in their 3 games against each other, only losing by 2, and it was a really hard-fought game on both sides. So you have to give a lot of credit to this team, especially the seniors. And it's unfortunate that they have to go out like this in the same round as last year when they lost to Loveland in that 1-goal game. But nonetheless, a really good season for the Comets.
End of the career for a lot of these seniors, too. And it's been a terrific senior class that Mason has had in the Girls Lacrosse program. Very good players, very talented on the field and off the field as well. Some great people. And it's just sad to see all this come to an end, but a terrific career. You got to give a lot of credit to these seniors. They just do things the right way, and they're great people off the field as well. So that'll do it here from Sycamore High School. A 13-11 victory. Sycamore headed to the state